Favorite mid-round picks, maybe some mid-round strategies right now on Fantasy Football Today in 5. Adam Azer and Heath Cummings. Heath, we're taking a look at mid-round picks, which we're going to start with the beginning of round 6 in a 12-team league. So that is pick 61 overall. So outside the top 60, we're thinking maybe round 6 through 10, something like that. A mid-round pick, of course, is a bit of a vague definition, but give me some of your favorite picks.
Turns out we're going to start with the end of round 6 because I don't like any of the picks at the beginning of round 6. Juju Smith-Schuster, Michael Thomas, and Brandon Cooks are all going between pick 72 and pick 74. So basically the very end of round 6 or the very beginning of round 7. And those 3 wide receivers are guys who make me feel like, I may want to take a wide receiver in round 1 or round 2, but I want to have spots, either flexes or wide receiver spots available when I get to round 6 or round 7, because there are high-end number 2 wide receivers available in that range.
How on earth is Michael Thomas going 71st? That makes no sense to me. He goes in the 3rd round, maybe the 4th round in our drafts. You buy this?
I mean, it's legitimate. I do think that
hacked NFC. Heath.
I do believe this is his average draft position in these drafts. Yes. I think that we maybe underestimate, because we don't do this and the industry doesn't do this very much, but we maybe underestimate the number of people who are just looking at what happened last year or the year before last year and forgetting about guys who haven't done anything for a year or two. And I think that may also explain something we talked about on yesterday's show about how Dawson Knox is currently the number 10 tight end being drafted because he scored some touchdowns.
Well, I'll tell you, Cortland Sutton to me, 78th overall. I like Michael Thomas better, but I'd take Sutton over Juju, and I know you would take Cooks over him. But it'd be pretty.
And then there's some running backs in round 8. Clyde Edwards-Helaire at pick 89, Chase Edmonds at pick 93. I think both of those guys are Miles Sanders at pick 97.
Yeah, nobody wants Miles Sanders anymore.
What's that?
Nobody wants Miles Sanders anymore.
No, and I think all of those are spectacular values as well. Again, this is giving me more confidence in my take Kelsey or Mark Andrews in round 1 argument. If I can fill out my RB2, my wide receiver 3, or my flex in rounds 7 through 9.
Is this a better spot for quarterbacks, for tight ends, for both these mid-round picks?
I don't love the tight ends in this range. And there's not a lot of them. Hawkinson goes at pick 74. That's fine. Dalton Schultz at 83, I think, is a little higher than where I have him. So is Goddard at 87. I don't want to draft tight ends in this range. I think, what's Jamie say, great or late? This is not.
Stop it.
What?
I made up great or late. Jamie, I'm tired of this. This is ridiculous. I
thought Dave came up with great or late. No. So no, like the one thing I would say is the mid rounds, Dawson Knox it even at 110. No, thank you. The mid rounds are not where I'm targeting tight ends. As for quarterbacks, it's always tough with early NFC data because this includes some super flex leagues. And when the draft numbers are this small, the ADP gets pushed up a little bit. But I do think this is a good place to target quarterback as a general rule in the way things will go in one quarterback leagues. Yes. Jalen Hurts in this range, you know how much I love that.
Deshaun Watson, Kirk Cousins, Derek Carr in this range. Yeah, I mean, you might be so Russell Wilson, for example, goes 66th. And then the next quarterback off the board is Aaron Rodgers. It depends how you feel about it. I think we think it's a very, very deep position. I'm not sure Jalen Hurts really is there now because this is a lot of drafts that happened well before the A.J. Brown acquisition. But it is a different tier at the quarterback position once you get to like Cousins and Carr, and then the year 2 guys, Lance, Fields, etc. All right, that's it for Fantasy Football Today in 5. Thank you very much to Heath. We're going to talk about mid-round picks on the full-length show of Fantasy Football Today that you're going to hear and see on Friday. Have a great day, everybody. We will talk to you later on Fantasy Football Today.